Charcoal is a miracle supplement. And if this one thing was brought in quantity to the continent of Africa, things would change dramatically over there. Because charcoal absorbs poison. The master of charcoal, by the way, is a man named John Dinsley. Okay? I learned a lot about charcoal from researching his material. He went over to people who have had these poisonous snake bites, brown recluse spider bites. He makes a charcoal poultice, which is basically a mixture of some kind of oil and charcoal. It's got to have oil. And then that, when he places it over the wound, will draw out the poison. Why? Why does charcoal do this? What if I told you that charcoal could probably save millions of lives each year from people getting waterborne disease in Africa? What if I told you that people who take medications for heartburn probably wouldn't need that anymore if they just took a little charcoal with their meal? What if I told you that people could save their feet from getting amputated with charcoal? Because it happens all the time. So what does charcoal do? Charcoal absorbs things. If you look at a picture of charcoal under the microscope, it's on page 54, you see that the surface area of charcoal has more holes in it than anything you've ever seen under a microscope. In fact, one little grain of charcoal I could ravel around the earth one time if I opened up all of its surface area. It's the most porous thing there is. But the amazing thing about charcoal is it doesn't just absorb everything, it only seems to absorb bad things. For example, when taken with a meal, it will absorb all the excess stomach acid that causes heartburn, but it doesn't seem to absorb the nutrition. Charcoal can be dangerous for certain people if they take it with medications. Some people are alive because of the medications they take. If they take the Western medicine and charcoal at the same time, that's a big problem because the charcoal will render the medication worthless. It absorbs the medication, but it doesn't absorb beta-carotene or zinc. It seems to have a knack for what it absorbs. They use charcoal to filter water in your water filter. It's a charcoal cartridge. The charcoal filters the water and takes out parasites, bacteria, things of that nature. But it doesn't stop there. Charcoal just gets more amazing. You ever heard of Pepto-Bismol? The pink stuff? You know why they made it pink? Because if they didn't make it pink, it would be black. So take a guess what the active ingredient in Pepto-Bismol is. It's charcoal. Yeah, it's a common ingredient in digestive remedies. John Dinsley tells an amazing story. He was in Africa, and there was this boy, he got burned. Burns all over his body. And the boy was screaming in pain for days. And the boy didn't stop screaming for anything. And so what he did was, he didn't even have charcoal with him. That's the funny thing. You know where charcoal really comes from is burnt wood, right? So he made his own charcoal. He took wood and burnt it and then shaved the charcoal off. He made his own charcoal. And he applied, the charcoal with the base, which is either flax meal and water or, whatever oil carrier. And he rubbed it all over his body, and for the first time, he stopped screaming. The pain went away. And actually, it helped the boy to recover very quickly from those burns. So actually, charcoal has the ability to draw poison out of the body. Anytime there's excess inflammation, swelling, a bite of some kind, charcoal to the rescue.